written down the words to say. It is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind. Baby, you're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my hands. Now I'm all confused, turning gold into sand. Don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, 'cause when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is let you know that when you touch my hair, it all just goes away. The things I plan to say. Oh baby, what I am trying to do is let you know that when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I plan, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. And all the things that you do. I'm so in love with you. Ooh, ooh. It sounds so stupid now. What I am trying to do, what I am trying to do, what I am trying to do is say I love you. How I've tried, written down the words to say. It is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind. Baby, you're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my hands. Now I'm all confused, turning gold into sand. Don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, 'cause when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. tried, written down the words to say. It is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. And all the things that you do. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my hands. Now I'm all confused, turning gold into sand. Don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, 'cause when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. And all the things that you do. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hand, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is let you know it. When you touch my hand, it all just goes away. The things I plan to say.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm sorry that I was a little bit late and things went over a little bit with the title screen, but we have been working like mad around here at Brutus Monroe to get everything moved down here from the retail store and get everything kind of shifted and in motion and get everything figured out. So first and foremost, I want to thank everyone for being so kind and going on and sending me so many messages, emails, texts, calls, just the whole thing. You have no idea how much I appreciate all of you, and I promise you that this next chapter is going to be bigger and better than ever. I loved, and I want to follow up because there were lots of questions. I loved so much having the retail space for the 6 years that we had it, and it's been such a joy to be able to meet so many of you and hang out with so many of you. But our events are not going away. Our in-person things are not going away. So, and I'm going to start traveling again, fortunately, this year. So I will get to be able to hug you and kiss you and love all over you in different places and still get to meet you. The retail store is not going to, going away is not going to change that. The retail store is just literally a massive extension of Brutus Monroe that just was not feasible anymore. The retail space is incredibly difficult right now, beyond incredibly difficult right now, and I'd be foolish to keep it open just to have the few visitors, although we love having those few visitors, only a few visitors a month. So hopefully there's a great tenant that does great, fantastic things up there, but for now, we are going to be on the lower level. So we have the whole lower level of our building, which is still a really great space. And we're still here. So we're still ticking. We're still strutting along. So thank you from the bottom of my heart from everybody that has ordered from that inventory reduction sale. Please, if you have a chance to check it out, go in, grab the incredible deals that are in there. We need to have that entire category almost completely gone before we try to move almost everything down here next week. So if you could shop that would be great. But also, I have to be, I cannot be foolish in my endeavor. I have to also get you all excited about our brand new release that just released Sunday. So on Sunday, the Rooted in Kindness release went live. I'm really excited to share this release with you. It is I mean, it's a stunner. We're going to play around with it tonight. I want to make a card with one of the specific products that is in this kit. I'm really, really excited to use this particular stamp because I've been dying to use this stamp since it came out. So I'm excited. So thank you to everybody that is here. Please go ahead and share this live if you can with some of your crafty friends, crafty neighbors, crafty family, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to share this entire release, which I think and I hope that you all love because we worked really, really hard on it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to head to the top view, and you're going to notice something different. So I have, and I'm so excited about this. Let's zoom out a little bit. I have I have been gifted, I must say that, I have been gifted by the very good people at Glassboard Studio a beautiful new glass board. Now, I have been using this for the past week, and I am obsessed with it. So I am so excited to start being able to use this glass board more often. And who knows, you may see in the near future, you may very well see a glass board from Brutus Monroe. You never know. Is that something? Let me know. Is that something you guys would like? Would you like a glass board from Brutus Monroe? If you would, please let me know, because then we can talk about that. Yes, and look what they sent me, because they know me all too well. Look at this. It's a pumpkin. It's a little pumpkin magnet. So I mean they're great, and they've been so fun to chat with and work with, and I'm very fortunate to have met them and have a conversation with them. So let's get started with this release. So do you, and I'm going to ask you, all the viewers out there, would you rather us start with the subscriptions? Oh yes, lots of orange magnets. Would you like to start with the subscriptions, or would you like to start with the main release? You let me know, because I can show you everything from either. So again, as usual, the first to three is what we will start with. Do you want to see the subscription first, or would you like to see the full release? Okay, so we have one for subscriptions. Do I have any more for subscriptions? 2 for subscriptions. All right. 3 for subscriptions. All right, we're going to start with subscriptions. Now, there is one thing that I'm missing from the inspiration box that will be here very soon. It should be here this week. It took a little detour, unfortunately, but it should be here this week, and that is the die that comes in your inspiration kit. So there is a die that comes in it this month. So let's go ahead and let's open this up and let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, so let me move this to the side. The studio's gotten super organized, so I'm trying to keep it as organized as possible. I'm trying to be good. Okay, so first and foremost, we have a sheet of the gingerbread cardstock. This is the gingerbread cardstock. It's a retired color from Brutus Monroe. We also have, oh look, it's one of our new cream, as well as a sheet of the buttercream. So this is the new cream and then the existing buttercream. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card bases, and you're going to see that things should show up much better on the screen now because of this beautiful white background. I'm hoping that that's what's happening. Then also we have this incredibly cool, and you're going to see some cool stuff done by the inspiration team. This really cool. It's all labels, so it's all like vintage labels that you would see normally on, like seed packets or, the seed things that you poke in. They're just really what you would see on that. Then we have a sheet of, and look, the camera's not messing up and not focusing anymore because of the white background. So we have a sheet of our glitter stock. The color of this, I can't remember the name. But hopefully the camera's picking up. It's a beautiful, like, light mint green. Then, of course, you are going to get the ginormous Life in the Garden stamp set. So this stamp set, I'm actually going to zoom in to show you it because I think it's really incredible. So we have some shrubbery here. We have some boots. We have a rake and a shovel, a butterfly, a little ladybug, and then it says, always rooting for you. Patience always blooms. Something beautiful is taking root, and thank you for helping me grow. Here we have another little bush or shrub. We have these two little planted items. So this is like, oh my goodness. This could be like an herb, like two different herbs. And then I created some little sentiments to put on the signage. So get well fits on the signage. Hello friend fits on the signage. Happy birthday and thank you fits on this signage, and then also will fit on this sign. But for this little sign, I have an apple, a little leaf, a sunflower, a butterfly, and a mushroom. Then we have this little watering can, and we have multiple flowers. So this is really jam-packed. I mean, this stamp set, it is a 6x8 stamp set. It is absolutely jam-packed, okay? Then the die that's coming in this is a really cool, beautiful floral die. And then we have this really cool paper pad that I am so incredibly in love with, and this is called Garden Fresh. So it'll show you, it matches billiard, heirloom tomato, lima bean, carrot cake, and Honeycrisp. And let's take a look at this. So let's, oh, poison apple, thank you. So let's take a look. So we have all of these really cool veggies. We have the veggies a little bit larger. We have the beans. We have more beans. We have some carrots. We have more carrots, and then we flip it over. We have a larger scale of the veggies with like some chicken wire behind it. Then we have just chicken wire. Then we have chicken wire with the beans. Then we have these labels that I absolutely love because, again, you can take this label and these little sentiments fit on the labels. We kind of thought it goes, I believe, this way to fit them on, but we try to think of everything. And then we have the carrots with the chicken wire, and then the tomatoes with the chicken wire. Okay? Isn't that cool? I love this paper. I really, really love this paper. And of course, if you do grab the inspiration box, you can purchase these papers and things separately. So that is something you can get separate. So that is the box, and those are veggies I can easily consume. I love that. That's good. That's a good one. I like that. All right, so again, that is the Garden Fresh paper pad, and you can grab that if you are if you get the box. And then you can also purchase it separately if you would like. So if you want more of that paper, which, I mean, most of the time that is what we see happening. If you want more of that paper, you can, of course, grab it. But it is a full paper pad. We get that asked a lot because I think there are a couple subscriptions out there that you don't get a full paper pad, but this is a full paper pad. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and let's move on to the next subscription. I'll go ahead and pop this back because I am going to be using this month, or using this month, so I don't want to lose it. The next subscription is going to be, we'll do the paper pad of the month, which has also become very popular. And this one is called Retro Flower. It is the lighter green, yep. So this is Retro Flower. It's all about rooted in kindness with florals and different things like that this month. So we have ballerina, hot fudge, mortar, bubblegum, and pumpkin. And look at this paper pad. You guys, hold on. Let's zoom in a little bit. The die that comes in it is, it matches these flowers. So it matches these flowers. So the idea was that you could take this stamp. Hold on, do I have the stamp separately? I don't think I do. Do I? No, let me show you. So the idea was that you could take this stamp set and you could add flowers to the bush. You could add flowers here. You could add one flower here or a couple flowers here. It was also that you could add flowers to these pieces. So it was created to fit perfectly on those pieces. Okay. So I don't have my sample of the die is in my office, but please just trust that it was created to work perfectly with this collection. All right, so we have these florals here. Then we have, I'm so excited, we have of my favorite flower, we have hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 color blocks, as I call it. So we took the colors from this main image here. So you can see we have the beautiful pinks, the oranges, the creams, the dark brown. And what we did was we just took those and we created this beautiful repeating pattern on those with the paper, okay? Because we always need, you know, repeating patterns with color in the background. And then you'll notice we did the same thing, and this is because we answered, you know, this was something that we got lots of emails about of what you wanted. We are doing more simplistic designs for the paper pad of the month, so you can really use them for all sorts of different things. Then we took this design and we removed the color, so you can really do whatever you want with that. And then we realized that you might want, you know, this is a really light shade underneath of this, but sometimes you want a little bit of a darker look. So we added a really dark shade behind these florals. So again, we really are trying to think of everything this year and really trying to make it so that, oopsies, no, that one's gonna be messed up, hold on. And we're really trying to make it really simple for you to be able to go in and use these products very, very simply. So again, that is Retro Flower. On the back, it's always going to show you what's in there. And then you always have this piece that I love that is just a continuation of this, but just without all of this stuff on it, okay? So that is the paper pad of the month. Next, we'll go into the embossing powder of the month, which is also something that you all seem to enjoy every month. We just opened up more spots for all of the subscriptions. So if you've been interested in those subscriptions, you know, go ahead and hop on there while you can. So this embossing powder this month is called Celery. I'm not going to swatch this out because I don't want to steal Candy's thunder, because Candy always does this for you guys. But it is one of our mixed powders. So when you put this out, it is going to, basically what we do is we use a thicker or a heavier granulation of one of the powders. The heavier granulation of that would be the darker shade. So when you put this on, it's really going to shift and move when you heat it up. It's a really, really cool powder and really cool concept. So you're going to see that really, really soon being used. Then we're going to go with the where is my, oh, here it is. We'll go with the Stamp Club. So this month, the Stamp Club, we'll zoom in here as far as we can. So it is a little butterfly, and it says, "You are one of a kind." We love that. I think that's so much fun. So that butterfly, you're one of a kind. And actually, Shalana, who was on our inspiration team, she already created a card with this, and it actually debuts tomorrow on the main front page of the website to promote this product. Then, if you are a subscriber that gets the Stamp Club Plus, you are getting this month. This always is very, very popular, so we decided to do it with Stamp Club Plus again this time. You are getting the mini pack of the glitter stock again. So you get, let's see, what do we get here? So you get 9, so that's 9 sheets, and then you get 12 sheets. Oh my goodness. So you're getting 12 sheets of glitter, and then this specialty. I don't know if y'all have seen this one before, but this is really going to make the camera go nuts. But this is a really cool paper. It looks like it's 3D, but it's not. And the idea is that you can stamp the butterfly in kind of paper piece. I'm going to be doing that, I think, in an upcoming video. So I'm excited to share that with you. Because I love playing around with patterns and colors and, you know, all of those things. So let me pop this in here. I don't think that's how it comes to you, but that's what I'm going to keep mine so I don't lose it. But that's a lot of fun. Then let's talk about the stamp of the month. Stamp Club Premium. So Stamp Club Premium is a 4x6 stamp every month, and oh my goodness, do I love this one. If you love this one, you're going to love Spring Fling. So we have 2 windows. It's called a window of time. We have good things take time. The future is bright. Our intentions create our reality. And you got this. And look at these beautiful windows with the florals. And I'm really excited. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I heard that Sarah did a really great live with this. So I'm really excited to see that. I have not seen it yet, but I can't wait. There were so many people that messaged me and were like, oh my goodness, did you see what Sarah did with the Stamp Club Premium? And I said, no, I have to go look. I can't wait. All right, and then we have the Stencil of the Month. You'll notice Stencil of the Month is in new packaging. The packaging is a little bit wider. It's a little bit bolder. It's easier to kind of see, like things aren't sloshing around, and it's really, really fun. So this is called Gardening 101. And Gardening 101 is just simply that. I mean, I know for quite a few times I have needed a stencil that has all of these different pieces on it. So I was really excited that we were able to bring something like this to life. Nick is a rock star, and Nick always, when I'm like, hey, can we do this? He's always like, yeah, we can do that. And I'm like, all right, thank you so much. And then he always makes it happen for me. So he is the absolute best. So let's start. Are we all ready? Everybody take a deep breath, because we're going to get into the nitty gritty of everything, which is the full release for this month. So let's start with stamps, shall we? Where are my stamps? This bin that I have been given is very deep, so I have to really dig in here and make sure that there we go. All right, so we're going to start with, we've already talked about the Life in the Garden stamp, because that is from the inspiration box. The very first one is called Botanical Lace. This one, I have a feeling, is going to be very popular. It already has been very popular. And this one, I cannot wait to emboss and do some spray resist on it. That is my goal for this particular stamp set. So this is Botanical Lace, and oh my word, is it beautiful. I mean, it's just stunning, just absolutely stunning. So this is, again, Botanical Lace. This you're going to see used with a lot of cards. It is a 6x6 stamp set. It measures a little bit under the 6x6 because, hold on, it measures under the 6x6 because of the stamp sizing. So it's actually about 5 3/4 is the actual size. Oh, sorry, you can't see what I just did. I just got my little ruler that they sent me, but 5 3/4, and I'm going to move that down. I'm going to move it over here. But 5 3/4 is about what the actual size of the finished stamp is. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I know, isn't it? It's such a fun release. And you have March coming to you soon. All right, so that's Botanical Lace. Now let's go into probably my favorite from this release. It's hard to pick a favorite because, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves, it's like, again, picking a favorite child. But this is called Blooming Beauty. So Blooming Beauty is a stunning stamp that will fit kind of centered on your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. This is the one we're going to be using tonight. Let me grab a card panel to show you. Oh, that's not a real card panel. Do I have any card panels? Oh, I do. So this card panel I'll show you, and we're going to use this tonight, so you'll be able to really see how that works. But this, or how it stamps on here, but this is how it fits on the front. I wanted it to just kind of float in the front, if that makes sense. I didn't want it to take up the whole entire front of the card. And then we have sentiments like, I really wanted to, do a lot on the growth and stuff this month. But the sentiments are, grow through what you go through. You're rooted in strength and blooming in grace, and sunlight is coming. Hold on, you beautiful bloom. Okay, so we're going to use that tonight to create a card. I'm going to show you also something that it comes with, or something you can get separately with that, to show you kind of how, what my idea was when I designed it. So this also comes with, or not comes with, but you can purchase separately, a stencil. So there is a coordinating stencil, and I'm going to show you how to use that tonight. This stencil, I always forget how many layers it is though. Hold on. So it's 4 layers. So I'm going to show you tonight how to use those 4 layers and how to create a really cool, really fun, stunning background using one of my besties, Simon Hurley's inks. So the coordinating stencil is going to be a must-have, I personally think, and I'll show you, of course, what that looks like when we get to it. So that is Blooming Beauty. I'm going to set that right here because I am going to use that tonight. So let me go into my cheat sheet, my little catalog cheat sheet, and show you what else we have. So how many, by a show of hands, has met Theodore, the mouse? Not Theodore, my nephew, although the mouse is created from him. How many of you have met Theodore the mouse? By a show of hands. Is anybody in love with him as much as I am? Who all has seen him? I know, I do too. I love both of them. So, Theodore is back this month. He is back. And he's in the garden. So let's go ahead and take a look at Theodore in the garden. We're going to zoom in a little bit. So I just love him this month. I love him so much. So this month has gotten himself into some digging, and he's having a lot of fun. So you can see here, Theodore has his little watering can, and he has his little overalls, and he's ready to garden. And then down here, he has all sorts of little vegetables and a seed packet, and he's just having such a good time. And then we have I Dig You, and You Plant Smiles. How fun. How fun. So Theodore actually is making his debut as a card very, very soon. And I can't remember exactly who made that card, but there's a beautiful card I just saw in our little area that we kind of, it's called Base Camp, but the place that we all hang out, everyone that works at Brutus Monroe, and also everyone that is what's the word I'm looking for? Everyone that is on the inspiration team. Sorry, I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so starting this month, we're debuting something brand new that we have not done in a while, but it's kind of I think brand new as well. So these are our new sentiments. So these are we're calling them sizable sentiments because they fit perfectly on the front of a card. We're going to do a lot with these, being able to just use them on vellum. We're going to use them on shapes. We're going to use them on different types of cards. So the very first one, of course, is You Are Enough. This is a 4x4 stamp set, but I don't want that to confuse you because these were created to fit perfectly on a A2 size card. So let me show you here again for size. This is what it will look like on the A2 size card. So see that there? I mean, just absolutely stunning, beautiful, and I would say a great sentiment to send someone because you are enough. I couldn't agree more. So that is the first one of the sizable sentiments is what we're calling them because it kind of covers almost the full front. Okay, and then Tiny Treasure Workshop, wait until you see what we have coming. We're gonna have pre-orders for something very soon. Okay, so then we have Everything Starts with a Dream. Again, I'll show you the size of what this looks like on the card, and we will be using this all month. So that's how it fits perfectly, and you can do so much with these sizable sentiments. I think it's really, really, really fun, right? Right? Oh, there we go, Pam. Okay, so Pam made one. I knew someone had made one with Theodore. So that is Everything Starts with a Dream. Okay. Then in the same 4x4 stamp set format, because I've really been digging the 4x4 stamps, No pun intended. I've really been digging the 4x4 stamps. So we have the Keep Growing. All right, so I'm going to show you what this looks like also on an A2 size card. So, hold on. Let me show you here. So it is these line art vegetables. Let me zoom in so you can see. So they are line art vegetables. Going to be so cool to do some watercolor down below and some watercolor up top. But then we have your roots are stronger than you know. Even the smallest seeds rise. Grow at your own pace. Greener days are ahead and bloom where you are planted. Boy, did I had no idea that I would need these sentiments for myself this month. But isn't it wild how things work out like that? I mean, it's crazy. So let's go ahead and pop that back in there. And that's great. So that is called Keep Growing. Okay. Then we have the Garden Fresh paper pad that you can purchase separately. And the paper pad that is the bonus paper pad that you can get this month, which I say bonus, I mean it's just the additional paper pad. We always have an additional paper pad every month, and this one is called Framed Florals. Oh my goodness, can I talk? So let's take a look at this one. Always on the inside, remember, it's going to tell us what it coordinates with. So we have carrot cake, cobalt, mortar, Bahama, and bubblegum. Okay. And let's take a look. Look at this beautiful blue. And then we have some florals. And then we have some frames. We have more frames. We have more of that kind of greenery, but in white. Then we have these beautiful flowers here. Then again, on the reverse side, we have everything that's still in the same color family. We are trying to do more patterns that are kind of simplistic so that it's easier for you to use these papers. But this is, I mean, this is a very, very, very pretty paper pad. I love it. And it's not going to be in order now. Hold on. Let me fix it. There we go. So that is the Framed Florals paper pad. I loved designing paper is probably one of my absolute favorite things in the world to do. All right, so let's go ahead and pop that back in there. We're not going to use this one tonight. I think we're going to use the paper pad of the month tonight. I'm not sure yet. I've kind of been going back and forth on what we're going to do tonight. I know I'm going to be doing some ink blending. I can tell you that. All right, let's talk about stencils, shall we? And I have what they look like here. So I could show you what they look like, but I'm also going to show you on here because this actually shows you them kind of zhuzhed out, so to speak. So we're going to start with, do I have all the stencils? I might not. Oh yeah, I do. I certainly do. Okay. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So first and foremost, we have a layering stencil, and that is the Melon Madness, which obviously is watermelon. And I think, I don't know how many layers it is. I want to say it's 3 layers, maybe 2. Let me just check. It is 2 layers. Phew. Okay, so it is a 2-layer watermelon stencil. So I'll show you here. Let me zoom in because Nick works very hard on all of these graphics. That is, and on the website you can see that's what it will look like when it's all done. Then we have Tomato Tango, which I think is so much fun. So this is what it looks like when it is not, when it's just kind of layered on top of itself. And then this is what it's going to look like whenever it's done. Okay. Then we have the Wildflowers layering stencil. So this is what it looks like when it is not, when it's not obviously blended. And then right here, this is what it will look like when it's all blended out. Now, again, you can do this. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Yes, that is something new that we're doing. He has gotten very, very good at that. Then we have the Sunny Spiral, which I think is going to be one that's going to be very popular. It's going to be super, super popular whenever you are creating some of those cards that have just like the rooted sentiments and things like that. And this is what that one can look like. Then we have Farmer's Market, which is so much fun. I love this one. Look at how graphic and cool that stencil is. And I mean, Nick is getting really, really, really good at designing these stencils for us. And I mean, I love it. Love it. And then, of course, last but not least, we have the Blooming Beauty, which you already saw. We also have the ornamental tags. And then this is probably my favorite stencil that he has ever designed. This is called Rooted. Take a look at that. Are you kidding? I mean, how insanely cool. It looks like it is carved wood. What? Isn't that amazing? I love that. I think that's so cool. So cool. Right? So cool. All right. So now let's talk about chipboard. Chipboard has been very popular and something that you all have loved very, very much, and I love it too. So we have, first and foremost, we have the Rooted vegetables. So these are all the different vegetables. You can pop them out. This is a really, really good chipboard that you can just pop everything out and use them in different ways. Then we have garden fence. Look at this. All these fences that you can put in a garden and then put all sorts of florals behind it. I mean, just think of, I mean, come on. The things you can do with this chipboard, and we sure do love the chipboard around here. Okay, moving right along. Oh my goodness, is this a big release? So let's talk about, this is probably, we're probably going to be here for like an hour and a half. Is that okay with everyone? Give me a thumbs up if an hour and a half is okay tonight. Let me know. If not, and you have to leave, it's okay. It's all right, but I have a lot to show you. And I want to be able to show it all to you. All right, so let's go to, one moment. Let's go now to the Garden Walk Duofoil Washi. So, Duofoil Washi. Does everybody pretty much know what Duofoil Washi is? I think most of you know what Duofoil Washi is, but let's talk about it if you don't. So, the washi sheets, we created them in early 2025. And we did this with foiling in mind. So the way that this works is, you can see we have this beautiful background. You receive 2 sheets. Let's start there. You receive 2 sheets, and I'm actually we're gonna play around with this a little bit. So you receive 2 sheets, and the black that is on here, so you can see the black overlay. When you send this through your fuse machine, this black overlay actually can be foiled. And I mean, that is one of the coolest things I think about these. And I'm going to show you about how that all works. Oh, thank you, Jay. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's definitely for the better. It's 100% for the better. So that is the Garden Walk Duofoil. And I can demo any of this stuff tonight if you would like, since I'm giving us a little bit of extra time. We really need extra time on... it's all like spring garden type things, I guess you could say. Then this is the Duofoil washi sheet in Secret Garden. So we have this really cool, beautiful, these blues and aquas and green background. You can see how those look there. And then again, this black overlay will foil. Okay, and I can show you that. I mean, because do you guys want to see how spoiled I am? Are you ready? So Natalia did a lot of work in this building, or in this part of the building, and look at what she did for me. I mean, it's overflowing. I mean, literally the binder is overflowing, but look at what she did. She put all of my foils into this so that I know where everything is and can find everything. I mean, aren't I the luckiest guy in the world? Literally. The luckiest guy in the world to have the team that I have. And she put my little zhuzher sheets. I call them zhuzher sheets. I don't know exactly. I think they're called transfer sheets. But, I mean, luckiest guy in the world. Thank you so much, Kara. All right. So, now let's go into the regular Duofoil. So, a regular Duofoil is just that. It's flat. It doesn't have... it does not have the overlay to it, but you can just use it as is. So as you can see here, this is called Garden Seeds, and look at this artwork. I mean, come on. Come on. Oh my goodness, is it beautiful. I'm just so excited about this washi sheet and the possibilities that we have with it, right? I mean, it's just incredible. Incredible. So that is the Garden Seeds. Again, you get 20 pieces of washi in this set. Love that. All right, next up we have the Duofoil sheets. Duofoil sheets, we've gone over these before, but I'll show you again what this is. So a Duofoil sheet is, you have 2 sheets. One of the sheets is what we call an edge-to-edge print. You use a special printer to print this out. So it's an edge-to-edge print. You can use this on any, you just cut it apart and you have 4¼ by 5½, 4 sheets. Then this one, The Garden is My Happy Place, Let Your Dreams Blossom. Love is the flower you've got to let grow. And then Flower Power, these, where the black is, those can be foiled. Okay, so that's a really, really cool thing. Okay, so those are the Happy Place Duofoil sheets. I've shown you before how I will take these and I will put them into a binder and just place this so that I know exactly what those are. And I'll show you my binder actually. So the Duofoil, this is how I have all of mine organized. So you just can go through and I have all of my different Duofoils, including, the little scraps and pieces in here. And that makes it really, really nice. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just pop these ones in there, because we aren't going to use these tonight, but we are going to use them soon. So might as well pop it in here so I know where they are. Okay, whoopsies. All right. And then I'll just pop this right inside of here so that I know what one that is. So there's the Duofoil sheet for this month. All right, then let me put this back before I lose it. Then we have, let's talk about our card panels. Well, not card panels. Let's talk about our, what are these called? Creative cards. Oh my goodness. Creative cards. So creative cards, let's zoom up, not out, let's zoom in. So creative cards are a 3x4 inch pack of, look at these, are you kidding me? So these are, oh, awesome, Sandy. So these are the creative cards, and we love them because this month, I mean, we love them every month, but this month they are all little seed packets, okay? So we have lettuce. Let's zoom in. We always got to zoom in on these, right? We have lettuce, morning glory, parsley, marigold, lettuce again, but this is the early prize head lettuce, lupine, the radish, larkspur, bush beans, celery, petunia. So we did half vegetables and half flowers, okay? And we wanted to make sure that you had a little bit of everyone. You get 36 in this pack. So, I mean, that's a lot of, we'll just keep on going through. That's a whole lot of cards. My goodness, right? I love them so much too. I love them too. So yeah, so these are the seedlings. They're called seedlings. And then this is always keep your packaging, because look at how beautiful this packaging is. And then of course, always scan this and it will show you all the creative cards that we have. And then there's our, the layout of all of them. Isn't that great? I love it. And then they come in this really nice little pack that you can collect. There are freebies this week. Oh my goodness, what are the freebies this week? I'll have to look at my little sheet. Yes, hold on. There are. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can run over just next door real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to run over to Nick's office to see if they're there. Hold on 1 second. I think he still has them that he was photographing a couple weeks ago, but let me take a look. One moment, please talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go grab them. It's going to be so much easier when everything's on one floor. Okay. I made it back. My goodness, I'm reminded constantly how big this building is and just why we need to downsize. Okay, so the first freebie this week is, let me grab my cheat sheet. And I can't show you this, I'll show it real fast because it's all the way till June and I cannot share that with you yet. So last night, the Love Paper Pack, that ended. So tonight is, uh-oh. I think this is the old one. Yeah, I think I have the old one. Because I'm pretty sure it's this. So you'll receive one of these three. Let me know. I think it's... So if anybody has $25 in their cart or pop $25 in your cart, let me know if that's what pops up. Is this what it is? Is this what it is? Nick is our art director. Nick is our art director. So you'll receive one of three of these shaker mixes. So let me know if this is what pops up at $25, because I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. So you'll receive one of these three little Valentine shakers. And then the second one, so our new freebie for the month started. And you're going to see a card really soon with this. So I was going to show this a little bit, but I'll show it to you now. So this is the it's called Tougher Than Life, and it says life is tough, but so are you. And it has these flowers, and then this stamps inside of this, and then you have this little squiggly. So this is the freebie at $60. So you'll get this no matter what. Okay. So that's the free at 60, and I'm pretty sure it's at 25. Let me know if I'm right. For the okay, at 25. Okay, perfect. Oh, perfect, Sandy. Okay, thank you. Perfect. All right, so now let's talk about the Valley of Blooms card panels. So this is that's okay. Just you don't have to spend $225. I can promise you that. So this is the Valley of Blooms card panels. So we wanted to do some very pretty, you get 8 in this pack, really pretty card panels that you can use with your overlays, because we do have a whole bunch of overlays coming out this month. So those are the Valley of Blooms. Just absolutely beautiful, beautiful card panels. Again, you get 8 in there. They are foilable, but it's one of my favorite sentiments. One of my favorite sayings. So that is the Valley of Blooms. Okay. Then, what do we have next? This is a really big release. Oh! Okay, my goodness. Okay. I've been waiting for this one all night. Then we have our new acetate. Hold on. Let me take it out of the package. So this is called foilable acetate. And this one is called Garden Lace. Hold on. Let me take just one out so you can see. Because it just blows my mind. The beauty of this. Whoops. Oh my goodness, I got stuck. Oh my goodness. And we are going to foil this. I'm going to foil this because you need to see it. Let me just grab one sheet because it looks a little trippy right now because of 2 sheets. But as always, you always get this background. You get backgrounds with it, okay? Freebie. Cut these apart. Use them on your cards. But look at this. Look at that lace. Imagine the shaker cards. I mean, just imagine the shaker cards you can make with this. And again, this is foilable. I'm going to foil it and show you what that looks like tonight because I have to. I have to foil this and show you. Okay, so that is the Garden Lace acetate. Let me set that there to foil. Now I get to share with you all the overlays. So you all have been loving. The physical store will be closed by March 1st. By March 1st. So it's probably going to close sooner than that because we do have to sell off fixtures and stuff. But March 1st is where we're at right now. Okay. So the first one is called Starlight. Let me zoom in and show you what that looks like. So this is Starlight. Remember, these are clear overlays, and we have our new packaging, which I love. So this is Starlight, brand new. Then we have, let's see what's next. Firework. Look at that. Love those fireworks. They almost look like gears too, but look at how they move. I love this new setup because you can really see things. You can really see things. All right, there it is. Then we have Grid. So it's literally just like kind of a plaid grid. Okay. Then we have Static. It looks just like our static foil. Isn't that pretty? Then we have Windmill. Look at these windmills. Isn't that cool? And then last but certainly not least, we have Sequin. Look at these sequins. And what's cool, so with our new packaging, when you pull this out, I think we talked about this on a live packing, but when you pull this out, these are your overlays that you'll use. But we included 2 card fronts. So don't be afraid to be great and be courageous. Be courageous, the wonders will follow. You cut these out, they are A2 size, and you can use this over top of them and just create a card really easily. Really easy. How does the overlay work? Oh my goodness, I thought you would never ask. One moment, I'll show you. I'm so glad you asked. I can show that now because I only have a couple of other things to show. So I'll show you how it would work on this card front. So I'm just going to trim this out to, whoops, we'll trim this out to 4 1/4. And this is very thick. This is printed on our Not Your Mama's cardstock. And then we'll trim this out. And then we'll trim this out. So basically, it gives you the ability to foil without actually foiling, okay? So here's this. So that's just our plain everyday front, you know, just a card front. And then you can take your overlay. So this overlay will fit perfectly over top of there, but we're going to cut this down to 4 1/4 as well. Okay. And then, let me show you here. So all you're going to do is you're just going to separate the new green. Oh, it's very pretty. You're going to pull this off the back. And you can do it in one fell swoop. If one fell swoop makes you nervous, you can, you know, position it first. But I've done a couple of these, so it doesn't really bug me. And then you're just going to smooth. Now sometimes, now this will not lay down. It takes about 45 minutes for the adhesion to be permanent. So you have a little bit of time to work with it. So all you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're just going to burnish this, okay? So you're going to burnish it down. You can put this through your fuse machine if you would like. You don't have to though, and then watch. So that now creates this incredible shining, shimmering splendor over top of, and look at that. Oh my goodness. This is going to be one of those like, how did they do that? That's what that's going to be. It's going to be like, how the heck did they do that? So this comes, you know, free with your order. You're going to get these 2 card fronts. So, I mean, just as simple as that, you can literally take this, take a card front or take a card base, pop it on here, and that's your card that you're sending to somebody, right? And now all of them are like this. So all of them are just a little bit different. But if you send it through your laminator or your Mink machine or your fuse, yeah, how fun is that? Okay, Kara, so, or no, Missy, just make sure to call the store before you do so we can unlock the door because they're kind of moving and shifting stuff around. Just make sure you give us a call, my friend. It's 412-580-6892. And that's on Google, so you can go ahead and give us a call, just so we make sure that we're open for you. All right, next we have, let's talk about our sprays. So let me grab a stencil tray. I'm going to grab a stencil tray and some paper here to show you the color of the sprays, okay? So we brought out some new sprays and some new chroma glazes because we always get questions about chroma glazes. So let's start with, and actually let me put a little bit of paper towel on the bottom of it so that it soaks it up so that we don't have to kind of clean out in between. All right, so we'll start with, hold on, let me grab all of them and show you them. If you love our chroma mists, we have some new ones for you. Some new ones for you. No problem, Missy. I can't wait to see you because I'll be here tomorrow too. So let's grab string bean first. So this is string bean. Remember, this is how you mix your chroma mist, like this. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to mist this one first. So string bean is this beautiful, just like a deep, beautiful green shade, as you can see here. Beautiful, beautiful. That's string bean. And remember, if you use another color, so I'm just going to demo this. If you use like collard greens on top, and that's a much deeper color, they're going to mix together, okay? And they're going to make these beautiful, beautiful backgrounds. Whoopsies. Oh my goodness. So we're just going to set that to the side, but I promise you, once it's all dry, you'll see how beautiful that background is. Okay, so now let's do collard greens by itself so you can see the difference. I should have grabbed the swatches. Actually, you know what? Do I have any of those? Hold on one moment. If I have some in my little swatch, in my little cheat sheet here, I don't think I do. If I were Natalia, where would I put my swatches? They're here somewhere. I still have to get an overview of everything that's been changed in the studio. Okay, so now that's collard greens. It's just absolutely beautiful. I should have done, let me do another one. Let me do another one with the the beans so that I have them separate. Okay, so there's that one. We're going to set that to the side and let that dry down so you can see all of them. And now we're going to go in with prune, which is, if you love purple, prune is going to be the one for you. Hello, Jess. So we have prune. Oh, look at that. Delicious. Prune. Then I'm going to put that to the side. Let's grab, oh, I did collard greens. I wasn't supposed to. Let's do sweet potato and then parsnip. So here is sweet potato. Yep. I mean, if that's not a sweet potato, I don't know what is. Beautiful. Sweet potato. And these dry down very quickly. Very, very quickly. I mean, they're literally drying down on my side table right now. And then last but not least, we have parsnip. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. All right, so these are gonna dry very quickly down here because of the heat that keeps kicking on because it's a little chilly. But let me grab all the colors to show you that I just did, and we'll zoom out. So we have in order on the website, we have string bean. Move these up there. We have string bean, we have sweet potato, we have prune, collard greens, and parsnip. Or no, I lied. Is this? Yeah, and parsnip. Aren't they gorgeous? So those are our new sprays. You can use these through stencils. You can use these really however you would like. There's so many. The sky's the limit. Yeah, this is parsnip and this is sweet potato. Yep. Isn't that amazing? Love it. So pretty. And then I'm not going to swatch out the glazes, only because with the glazes it takes a little while for them to dry. So we're not going to swatch them out, but I will show you them. So we have carrot. Remember, we always have this little insert in here so they don't dry out. Look at that color. Let's zoom in. Carrot. These are very deep, beautiful colors this month. Carrot, split pea, okay, Swiss chard, oh my goodness. And don't worry, I'll have these swatched out for you for next time. Eggplant. Again, if you love purple, we've got some pretty purple stuff for you this month. And these little discs are in here so they don't dry out. Purple. Whoops. Getting it all over the place. Shocker, I know. And then last but not least, we have soil, which is this beautiful new brown shade. And if you've used our chroma glazes before, you know that they dry with a transparency to them, so they can be used like for stained glass and stuff like that. The chroma glazes have been very popular in that regard. Okay, and I think we only have a couple, if I remember correctly. I think we only have a couple of the big bundles left. You'll have to tell me if you see on there. I think we only have a couple big bundles left. But the big bundle is always going to be the way to go. So let me grab my Gina K Fuse machine. I don't leave home without it. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Sorry if you see the studio lighting, but it's just, it makes me look 20 years younger. That's correct. That is correct. All right, so let me turn on the machine. I usually do a 4 whenever I'm using the acetates. To tell you the truth, I use a 4 usually for anything, so it's not. I have found that it works really in any way that way. So what I do, let me show you. Let me move this up here a little bit. We've got a lot more space now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim out my panel, okay? Because this is, I mean, really the easiest way to do this. So you're going to take your panel. Now these are made to already have a border. So we're going to trim this at 4 1/4. And you'll see when you trim it at 4 1/4, let me make sure I'm lined up all the way around, that you will have a border all the way around, okay? So let's do these two. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that will give you, you know, a little border all the way around so that you can, and you can trim it down further. We want to give you the option to do whatever you want to do. We wanted to make it so that you could, I mean, create your own ending, right? That's really what we do around here. So what I suggest doing is when you take your piece that you are going to foil, you're going to want to put it on a piece of cardstock first. And the reason for that is the cardstock is going to make it so that you do not, it doesn't curl up, okay? And I want to use some of the stars. No, I want to use some of, this is the Silver Sketch, because I just think that'll look really pretty. So we're going to use Silver Sketch. We're also going to use Disco. Okay. Silver Sketch and Disco. My goodness. Just the amount of time it probably took her to push all these in. Okay. There we go. Whoopsies. Did I pull out? Oh, I did. Okay. So yes, please get your goodies from the Rooted in Kindness collection. This should be almost ready to go in one moment. I'm going to pop this. We'll start with the Silver Sketch. Pop it right into our folder here. Bang, bang, and send this through. It could not be simpler, this process. Get yourself, if you haven't gotten yourself a fuse yet. All right, so we'll use the same. And this is just going to kind of make sure that everything goes through and it stays flat. Right? There's a lot of beautiful bling, huh? And that's going to keep everything super flat. See how flat that is? So we're going to peel this out. Do not, we don't want to reveal yet. So we'll put this to the side. And when you put it on your glass mat, it's going to, I mean, it's going to happen pretty quickly for you. But we are going to grab the piece of cardstock because we do need that. And remember, when you're doing your sandwich, look at how much space we have for activities with this new mat. You're going to place this so that so you'll see there's a shiny side and then there's going to be a dull side. Let me zoom in to see if you can see that. Hello, Samantha. So this is the shiny side. See how shiny that is? And on this side, you can see how there's like, see the printing on there? That's the easiest way to kind of tell it apart. But it's, I mean, again, it's completely up to you how you determine it. And plus it also kind of curls a little bit in one direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this. I'm going to place my disco. And then what I do is when I close up the little sheet, you're going to want to make sure that everything is really flat and lays in there really well. Okay, so now we're going to send this guy through. Remember, that piece of cardstock is integral because it's going to keep everything, you know, super flat and work really well. I haven't seen you in a while, Samantha. I'm so happy that you're here. I don't think I've seen you in here in a while, but I might have just missed you because it gets kind of busy in here, you know? It gets kind of hectic. Kind of hectic and busy. All right. So So let's go ahead and move this once this is through, because we are not going to do any additional foiling. We're going to do some stamping and some stamping and some blending. All right, so let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. Thank you so much, Gina, for this incredible little gadget. Okay. So now let's go ahead and we'll lift this off. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my word. Hold on, we gotta zoom in. We gotta zoom in for this. Look at this foiling. Can you believe that? And depending on which way you hold it, you should probably get a piece of black paper to hold behind it. That's not a piece of black paper. That's a magnet, Christopher Allen. Here we go. Look at this. I probably should have done it in just a plain color. But can you see that lace? I wish you were here with me in real life because it is just out of this world. Out of this world. Okay, so that's the first piece of lace. Now let's look at our second one, okay? Let's pull this out of here. And remember, another thing, let me zoom out here. Another thing, you don't have to foil. You don't have to foil this. You, without a shadow of a doubt, can 100%, let me put my foil back. You can 100% just do this without any foil. You can do this really by just allowing it to be just plain. You don't have to do any foiling, but look, oh my goodness. Look at that. Imagine on a shaker. I could look at this all day. How about you? I could look at these all day. Now, of course, the static one's going to be a little bit busier. I did choose like 2 very busy foils to do this with. But if you just had a plain foil, it would just be plain. But again, like I said before, you do not have to do this. You can just let it be black, okay? And do it over top of something, you know, really pretty. All right. All right, who's ready to make something? Oh my goodness, we might go 2 hours. Probably not. Maybe, maybe not, maybe, I don't know. All right, so I got a fresh stick and stamp mat here. This is the Simon Says Stamp Edition when we used to do them with them. Now they have their own version, which is really, really cool. But we used to manufacture them for them, and this was back when we first started with the stick and stamp mats. So I'm going to use one of theirs today, kind of to pay homage to the OG stick and stamp mat. So we're going to get started by stamping our beautiful Blooming Beauty stamp. Look at all the fuzzies I got all over it from my sweater, which is a great lint roller technique, but I wanted to get all that stuff over there. So with the stick and stamp mat, of course, you just go ahead and pop that in the center. The magnets will should keep everything down for you. And we're going to grab first our Blooming Beauty. Let me put this somewhere so I don't lose it. Our Blooming Beauty stamp. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this. And we're going to place this right in the center here, okay? Because we are going to go ahead, we're going to actually trim this down. We should probably trim it down now. Let's do that first. Hold on. So let's trim this down. I love the smell of a new stamp. How about you? Anybody else out there a weirdo like me? So 4 by 5 1/4. is what we're going to have to trim this down to. All right. Now let's bring it back. Oh, I mean, center it, center adjacent, it doesn't matter. I think we're almost out of the 10-year anniversary stick and stamp mats, so if you want one of those, grab it. How does this go? Did I do that right? I did. Whew. All right. And thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, you guys have no idea how much I appreciate your orders. Oh my goodness. No idea. Thank you so much for really making sure that we're around for a while, because we need those orders right now, especially with the retail store shutting down. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to ink this up with Brutus Monroe Raven ink. This is our detail ink, and the detail ink is a really great product because it's is very, very juicy, and also it is waterproof, and it is alcohol marker friendly whenever it is completely dry. Okay, so you need to make sure it's completely dry, but it is also super, super dark. I'm going to do a couple of passes here because, again, why not? I mean, we already got the MISTI out. We got everything ready to go. Just give it a couple of stamps. Believe me, Kara, I want to be around for a very long time with you guys, because I really, and I say this all the time, and I say this in my outro when I thank all of you, this really is what I'm meant to do. No matter what, this is what I am meant to do. I am meant to create with you. I am meant to make things with you. I am meant to do this every single day. I mean, there's a reason I think that I've now been doing it for 11 years, which is crazy to me that I've been a part of this incredible industry for 11 years. So I want to stay around for a long time with you guys. So thank you, because your orders, are what keep us here. And also, I really thank you for ordering from the inventory reduction sale, because that is where we are going to be able to move downstairs quicker. Oh my goodness, this squeaky clean. So this is the Rainbow Wishes. Oh my goodness, have any of you tried that yet, the Rainbow Wishes? Oh my goodness. And remember, the detail ink will stain your stamps. It is a good thing. You'll be able to actually see your placement. Sometimes the first time I will actually, and I learned this from Tim Holtz, I will just allow it to stain and just stay on there. I will just let it stay on there. Okay? And let it like kind of seep in, because that makes it better. That makes it a lot better. So we're going to go ahead and peel this up and place this back. I'm going to be much better in my studio, much better in my studio, and make sure that things get put away nicely so that I can use them in the future, because I have a feeling I'm going to be using this one quite a bit. So now I'm going to take my stick and my stamp and stencil mat, or stick and stamp mat is what we call it. And I'm going to just place it in the center here, because now I can use this with my magnets. So I'm just going to place my magnet right there. And I mean, it's just going to kind of hold things for me. And I'm going to place this back. Now, if I was using my, we should probably, hold on, we're going to dry this real quick. If I was using my, oopsies, oh, no, oh my goodness, I almost knocked my drink over. If I was using the Blending Buddy, which allows you to blend all over, we would probably place that on there, but I think we're going to be okay without it. So now I can just heat this up right on here because of us using the glass mat. And that should be good enough. So I'm going to be using this cardstock tonight because I love it so much and I've been using it a lot. This is the Confetti Cannon cardstock. It's going to really have a hard time focusing on it. But this has some blues and some pinks and some greens. So I'm going to pull from my Stellar Inks that I love so much from Simon Hurley. And we're going to take a look here. So we're going to do, let's see. So I definitely want to do Clear Skies because that blue is in there. I definitely want to do Later Gator. I think that we'll do, hold on. Hold on, please. And I think we'll do some Prom Queen and some 100% juice. What do we think of that? I think that'll work really well. But we'll just have to see, right? We'll just have to see. All right, so everyone, thank you for sticking with me. Oh, there's 37 people still here. Thank you so much, my friends. Let's go ahead and we're going to take our Stampin' Stencil mat, place this right in the center. And then we're going to grab our stencil, okay? So with this stencil will allow you to do, it'll allow you to do the leaves as well as the flowers. Today we're just going to focus on the flowers. Well, the flowers and the leaves, but we're going to do them all the same color, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this right on top of here, okay? And then you're going to see, so you got to kind of maneuver it a little bit so that it fits on there, okay? And then, because it's going to, I stamped it a little bit crooked, which is okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. But I stamped it a little bit crooked, so that's why you got to kind of shift it so that it fits. I'm just going to put my tape there. I'm going to put my tape there. And we're going to start with the beautiful pink shade, which is called Prom Queen. And actually, I don't know. Hold on. So they sent me these, which I love. And I don't know if Simon's inks, I mean, they'll kind of stay put in here. I mean, they move a little bit. They shift a little bit, but it's not too bad. I mean, at least it'll hold it there for me. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go in and we're going to blend. We did we did something similar to this last year, I believe it was, and you all loved it. I mean, I really loved it too, but you really loved it. And because of that, oh my goodness gracious, come on. Do not start. Do not start. We were doing so well. Don't move on me, you son of a gun. All right, so let's go ahead and blend. And we're just going to blend, you know, the best we can. All right. And then Simon Hurley always does this, and I just noticed it. I don't know if he's here or not. Probably not. But he always does this, so I'm going to start doing it too. He always cleans off his stencil before he removes it. So he always takes, oh my goodness, this tape, I swear it's going to be the death of me. Why is it moving so much? So he always cleans off his stencil, and I don't know if that like does something, but he always does it. So I'm going to start doing it because Simon's a smart guy, and I want to take after him, right? Oh, been using, oh, awesome. All right, so there's step one. So there's our first stenciling. And once this stenciling is done, that is going to really make things pop, okay? Thank you for everybody that is still placing their orders, also placing orders. Oh my goodness, we appreciate you so much. All right, so now let me again grab some tape here. So we've got the blue. And you'll be able to see when it's lined up, I mean, very quickly. So now we're going to do Clear Skies next. Which brush do I want to use? let's use this one. Clear Skies I don't think is one that I've used a whole lot, but we'll see. Oh, you guys, could you guys not even see what I was just doing? Should I zoom out a little bit? Whoops. And again, you can go in and you can pick, you'll see where the leaves are. So there are leaves specific to this stencil that you can go ahead and you can stencil that very easily. Very, very easily. Okay. So there is the Clear Skies. And again, I'm going to follow Simon's lead. Although, I don't think I want to use my... I think I'm going to use a paper towel. I think that'll fare a little bit better. All right, there we go. Okay, so there's that blue. All right. Then we could do some green and then we'll do some purple. Look at how that lines up. Oh my goodness. I mean, can you believe it? All right, so now we'll do some green. This is Later Gator. Can you see that up there? Okay, there you go. Oh, thank you everybody for your orders. Oh my goodness. You have no idea how much it means to me and the team here. Okay. There we go. Again, we're going to clean this off. I mean, to the best of our ability. It makes sense to do it before it tries to dry on there. Okay, there's our green. And then last but not least, we're going to do purple. Oh my goodness, look at how that's turning out. Hello, my friend. Oh, I've missed you. How are you doing? Does he have a lighter purple? I think he does. Hold on. Let me go over to my Simon Hurley. Let me go over to my Simon Hurley stash real quick. I think he has a lighter purple. He does. We're going to use Pompous instead of... It's not even open yet. Who still has their Christopher Allen scissors? One of my favorite things we ever did. All right, Pompous. This is brand new, so she's going to be juicy. So I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to have to clean out that brush because I have a feeling there's a lot of purple still left behind. And again, we're just going in and we're blending, blending, blending. And this is going to, can you hear my creative caddy like going wild over there? I love it, but it's going wild. It really is. I think we did pretty good. All these little areas are getting blended in. Go. Gotta make sure I put all this stuff away or I'll get in trouble. Oh wait, hold on. Gotta clean it off. I'm sorry that I'm having a hard time staying in the center. I'm getting used to this this new mat. I promise I'll get better at it. There we go. All right, there we go. Look at that. Let me zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in 1 second to show you how pretty it is. So let me show you here. Let's peel it off of our backer here. Okay, peel that off of there. Put this over here. Throw this away. Let's zoom in, shall we? Because the card's almost done. Look at how pretty. I love that. Those almost look like 4-leaf clovers, huh? I just love the way that does that background. Okay, so we're going to use this as our backer because, I mean, come on, right? I mean, right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this down to 4 1/4. Make sure you keep your pieces. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay. And then make sure that you grab yourself a big circle or a large rectangle and cut out this piece in the center here, okay? Because what you'll see here, you don't want to waste this. This is not a cardstock you want to waste. I mean, you don't really want to waste any of your cardstock, but what you'll do is you'll take this and just make sure that this is going to cover up that spot, and it will. So we're going to take this and we're going to send this through our die cut machine, okay? Because we want to make sure that the die cut machine or that the die doesn't shift. So we want to put a little tape on there, okay? Just want to be careful. And then this will now suction down. Let's grab this here, and send this through. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I think I might have it set a little too tight, but that's okay. We should be just fine. All right, so let me go ahead and pop this out of here. Oh yeah, I did. I didn't have it. It didn't cut because I didn't have the. So here's what we're gonna do. It didn't cut because I didn't have it at an angle, and that's really what you. That's what you need to do with this kind of cardstock. So, hold on one moment. All right. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do it manually here. Which I mean is fine. It's really easy to follow the line that was already cut out, right? I mean, that makes it easy. Then we could still use this big giant piece to cut out balloons or, you know, all the different cool things that Simon was doing the other day. So let me, of course, the glitter is only going to come off when you chop it into pieces. Let me grab a card base here. Okay. And then I found some of my favorites. Let's put this here so this doesn't move. My favorite glue, found some. So, my Bearly Art glue. I was so excited when I found some in my office. You have no idea how excited I was. I was like, where have you been? Because it takes like literally no time at all to dry, and it's my favorite glue. I think it's going to be my favorite glue for a long time. So we're just going to place this like so. And let me take some of my low magnets that I just got that I'm so excited about. And let's just pop those down there so it holds everything in place for a moment. Well, that's a little wonky, but that's okay. And you can see the cut line is a little bit wonky too. Actually, hold on. Let me just go for the big guns here. Let me go for the big guns. Where's my beautiful, there it is. From my beautiful sweet friend Jennifer. Okay. Just set that on top of there for a minute. It only takes a second. I mean, it grabs very quickly. So I think we're probably already in good shape. Just ignore the wonky lines. We're just going to place that right on top. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I already love it. Okay. So now let's go ahead and pop that on top of there, get that as centered as possible. And then I'm going to grab this here, hold that down for a second, and all we're going to do now is we're just going to stamp ourselves out a sentiment, and we're just going to do a little strip right across with another little strip of the glitter, because I want to bring the glitter onto the front of the card as well. I think we'll probably put it probably like right here, because it's going to make it look like it's like a little belly band, right? I think that's fun. Okay. Don't be sad, Jerry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Don't be sad, my friend. All right, so we're going to do the sentiment. And now you could also do the sentiment straight across the bottom if you would like. It's completely up to you. Let me grab my favorite Gina K block. And we're going to do sunlight is coming. Hold on, you beautiful bloom. And I think I might give this card to myself. I might just give it to myself. And I love these little like subtle sentiments that kind of just fit wherever. This one I probably would have used the SVG for it if I already had the SVG done. Cut out, which I don't right now. But if I did, that's what I would be doing. Okay. And this is just, look at how just pretty and simple that is. I think we're good there. We are going to pop this situation up because I feel like that's it, it lends itself to being popped up. But we are going to glue the sentiment down. So flip that around, Christopher Allen. I hope everybody had a good day. I just realized I didn't ask y'all how your day was. It's usually kind of how I open things. All right, so let's... There we go. Okay, and then we'll glue this right across here. Okay. Oh, for the love. Is that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Stay. Oh, stay. Stay. Don't stop doing it. There we go. Stay. Stay. All right. Okay. All right. So that should be done. It's very, very quick if you've used Bearly Art glue before. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off some foam tape and place that right across there. Place this straight across the center. You could do this across the bottom if you would like, whatever you would like, but I just think that that's just perfect how that highlights everything and just kind of gives it a lot of sparkle. There's so much you could do with this, and there's so much that the team is going to do with this. I just wanted to do something real simple tonight because I thought that would be easy for you to see. So yeah, so that is everything that I have for you all tonight. I want to thank you so much for being a part of my life. Thank you again so much for your orders. Thank you so much for your support. I hope to be around for a very long time. Obviously me around, but also the company around for a very long time. And you are helping us to make sure that that happens with your orders of the new release as well as the items from that collection. So thank you so much for being a part of my life. Thank you for hanging out with me this evening. I cannot wait to see you live packing tomorrow. Live packing tomorrow is the last live packing that we're doing on the middle level. So I really hope that you can join us. We have a lot of really fun things to talk about and to do. So remember to create something every single day, whether it's a card to encourage someone that's going through a rough time or your own ending. I love you very much, and I will see you